A matter of what, an hour and a half, I've had to go to the phone store, grab a new phone. Brianna has had to get it set up, and we managed to be on time. So can I say thank you, Jesus? I say thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah. And I recovered all her stuff.
And she did all of that too in a matter of what, about an hour and a half, before showtime.
Well, hour and a half to get the phone. Like 45 minutes ago, your stuff up and running.
Exactly, because we had to leave here, go to the store, then in the store. Because if you guys didn't know, my last phone, it was cutting off. It was just doing its own thing, going to whatever page it wanted to. It was cutting down. And when it got to the very last end, it wouldn't charge but 3%. And then you click on real fast. If I have to text somebody, I go real fast. Then I say, okay, I can't talk anymore today. So that's been going on now for like the past 4 days. But it started 2 weeks ago. But
you all see how crisp her camera is?
Look, we all kind of cute. Let's zoom in again.
Okay.
Yeah.
The camera's all nice and crisp.
So anyway, thank God we are here. Thank God for his help, assistance all the time, for his leadership. I can't say assistance, but his leadership all the time. So
thank
God, thank you.
She got a new phone. Because she couldn't call the phone store to see if it was in.
I couldn't even do that. I'm just when I tell you, like yesterday, it was at like 1%, and the most it would get up to like 2%. Then I go on real fast, see who done text me, try to reach out to me, then I have to get off of it. So needless to say, I've gone about 48 hours with no phone whatsoever, no phone, because I was waiting for my new phone to come in. So, whoo. Anyway, we're here, and it's something to talk about Monday, and we have a lot to get to. First of all, we're gonna start with you all as president. I'm gonna start with this.
Make this a 2 minutes.
So I can get through it.
Make this 2 minutes and just end it.
So anyway, you guys know what was it? Friday? Was it Friday?
Late Thursday Friday into the wee hours of Friday. It was about 11. So I'll explain it because you didn't know about it. So like at 11.
What else you talking about?
Well, you didn't find out till you thought it was Friday. It was Thursday.
Oh no, I was talking about him going to the hospital.
Well, I'm gonna give him the whole story.
All right, go ahead, give him the whole story.
So at about 11:15 on Thursday night, he came out and said that he was gonna quarantine with his wife. So began quarantine. Then by 11:30, it came out that him and the first lady.
Well, that ain't no damn lady. Let me correct you.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that.
I would say Lady and the Tramp, but it's just Tramp at this point.
Forced to happen anyway that they both tested positive for the virus, and then come Friday, I guess his oxygen level or something was low, so he went to the hospital. But apparently his oxygen level was too damn low because his food was in the car yesterday. When he's supposed to be isolated.
Right. He's out telling all his good fellas, the good old boys, however you want to call it, that he's out riding around. So my point, that was saying, you try to have a little empathy for him. As one of my people on Facebook say, I'm gonna try to have empathy for him. He said you try to have empathy for this dumb bastard, but you can't. Right. So you know what? So that was I said, Lord, just keep my mouth closed so I don't say anything out of order. Because I don't wish illness on anyone whatsoever. So I said, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna say, God, you do what you do, and I'm gonna keep it moving from there. And that's what I see.
He's just been a string of Republicans that have tested positive for the virus.
Well, because they all around there on that corridor of the White House, right. Unmasked, not social distancing,
right?
Nothing. So what hell? It was inevitable,
right? It was Christie, it was Ron Paul,
fat ass. I can't believe Fat Stank still ain't got it yet.
He ain't told nobody. I'm pretty sure he got that big fat.
We talking about Bar big fat funk.
That big.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Kellyanne Conway
and her whole family. Yeah, let's just say her whole family.
Yeah, she gave it to her daughter.
Okay.
Her daughter and said thanks, Mom.
Oh, the daughter said thanks, Mom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She said thanks because you can't stay away from Trump. That's what the daughter said.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The daughter reads her.
But have you ever noticed?
And most recently, the press secretary.
Right, but have you noticed that he probably done slept with all of them. He always surrounds himself with all these so-called wannabe blonde, wannabe, where he thinks his blonde is so attractive. And it's really, and I'm not talking about other blonde-haired women. No. It's just that he seems to think that blonde is it, and that they got it going on more so than anyone else.
Let me give
Disgusting.
Let me give you a hint. Have you ever know he tried to find like the next Stormy Daniels? Because all these look like a Stormy Daniel wannabe, including this lady's press secretary.
Well, I don't know if somebody said is that he always go for the same look, like what's her name, his first wife, Ivana. So to me, he keeps getting the same kind of chick time after time after time.
I'll go back to this phrase. Don't like you.
We really don't care. We just talking about it because it needs to be discussed.
I really, I'm gonna be this way. Get well.
No, he already well. I told you, the devil can't stay in there till the other side.
Right. Get well so you can go back to the golf course, because you ain't going back to the old office because you don't do nothing.
Well, we know he does nothing. So anyway, that's our take. I think on the whole Trump situation. So you know what, he's back out there because he's bound and determined that he's going to continue. That he's going to be president. All I have to say, people, I said, the days are winding down. The days are winding down, and so we definitely need to make sure, if you have not mailed in your ballots, if you have not early voted, if you're waiting until November 3rd, whatever your choice is, get it done, because our country cannot afford another 4 years of Donald J. Trump. We just cannot do it, and it has nothing. It's very little to me to do with. Well, people say, is it a race thing? At this point, it's just the fact that he's incompetent. He is a racist. He's evil. It's just a whole host of terrible things that this man is.
Didn't you say you were gonna wrap up?
I am wrapping up. Why is that up there like that? See, now go back and resume. She should have been an asshole. Okay. So anyways, we wrapped up on Stumpy and the Tramp. And the whole family, because that's how I summarize an entire family, that they're all trash.
Well, wrap it up. You can't talk it.
So I'm done talking about the Trump trash. Hashtag the trashy Trump family.
Well, be done.
Okay. So let's get into some more good conversation. Okay, quick question for you guys. You guys remember a ball player by the name of I gotta look at his name, by the name of, what's his name? He was a basketball player, I think. Oh shit. Okay.
Delonte West.
Yeah, Delonte West. So apparently Delonte West fell on hard times.
He's been on hard times the last couple of years.
Yeah, but Mark Cuban just came to his rescue.
No, I'm just saying
because he used to play for Mark Cuban.
Right.
I know that, but so that's what I'm saying. I said I'm surprised. Well, not surprised, because I always thought of Mark Cuban as being a decent human being, even though he's a billionaire, so I always looked at him like that. So with that being said, it's good to hear that a billionaire is coming to Delonte West's aid. But can somebody tell me, how much money did he have? Because all these ball players that you all go broke and you all get millions and billions and billions of dollars.
Well,
I remember him.
So
he had a drug issue, and then
bipolar disorder.
That too, and
then he had the bipolar.
And then I think things really went bad. Remember, that's the one LeBron, his mama slept with.
That's right. That's why I remember that name. Yes. Okay.
And people made the signs, you went south and your mama rode west.
Yeah.
And I think he kind of went downhill from there.
So did he get kicked off of his team, or they let him go, or did he retire? What happened with him? Because he was actually a pretty good ball player.
Right, they let him go, and then did he go overseas for a minute?
He went overseas for a minute, but like I said, the
drug
bipolar
issue.
and addiction, he finally admitted to. That's why Cuban took him to. He's like, I'm ready. I need help. Like, I need the help.
So did he go to Mark Cuban for help, or Mark Cuban?
No, Mark Cuban saw him out.
Yeah, Mark Cuban reached out to him, and Mark Cuban said, "I'll help."
I ain't gonna say reached out. He went to find him.
That's still reaching out.
Yeah, that's still reaching out.
Anyway, he reached out to him and told him, like, I will help you, but you need to get help first.
So is he in rehab now? What's the situation with him now?
I think he's going to rehab. I don't know, but I just know from the fact that he already admitted that, like, I would like to be.
I just want to know, how many millions did he lose?
Well, he
never really made like Steph, LeBron type money. He never made that.
Yeah, but he had millions, all right. It's not like he didn't have millions, because he had millions.
I mean, he had millions. He just didn't have they millions.
But
depending on what he had, it's real easy to go through that very quickly, especially if drugs is your thing.
Yeah, see, this is why I said all these basketball players and all these sports people in general, who they are making millions and billions of dollars. They definitely, to me, they need somebody who can help them manage their money. Because think about it, if you just say if you just come right out of college and you came from a certain environment, and all of a sudden you have all these billions just put upon you, how are you supposed to? I mean, logically, you can't manage that kind of money. I mean, you go screwbally and just get crazy. But that's why I said, so we're the reason why I bring this point up, because we're talking about people that's in darkness, and how do you get somebody that's in darkness to, come out into the light, to bring them through the light. And so Delonte was one of those stories that I checked out today. And then the other story was also the other story was also Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yes.
Dog the Bounty Hunter. He's got a new fiance. And the fact that I think it's been like a year.
Yeah, see, he only made 16.
He only made 16 million over the whole ball career.
Yeah, so you think about if you're into drugs very heavily, how bad that 16 million can go.
But you know what? But here's my thing: if you give me 2 million, that 2 million, that 2 million is gonna last me to peace. I'm gonna go back to my last story, you guys.
But you have to understand, he had a drug addiction, bipolar, so you're thinking about medication. And depending on his drugs.
Yeah, but $16 million.
But if you don't have nobody there helping you manage and you're just on a downward trend, you will go through all that money. Look at DMX.
But look at here. If you use that kind of money on drugs, technically I think you probably should be, you should be deceased if you go through that much money. And Lord knows we know, and we came to DMX. Oh my God, we didn't even talk about DMX. I don't know how many millions and millions of dollars DMX has lost. But I just want to say, you know what? Did Delonte reach out to him or Mark Cuban reached out to him first? Which one reached first?
Mark Cuban went and searched him out.
So I know because it could have been like he could have put out a call to Cuban.
No, but
it was
Cuban reached out to him, surfacing around. He was on the street like he's homeless.
Oh, okay. So that's what. Okay. And Mark, you know what? Kudos to Mark Cuban for doing that.
I mean, that's what a former player is.
And you know, honestly, I wouldn't expect anything less of Mark Cuban than that, because that just seems to be the kind of man that he is, and the fact that he's a billionaire, and I think that he gives back and tries to help other people. So I like Mark Cuban very much, very, very much. So Mark Cuban, good for you. Now before we went back to that, I was talking about I don't know who somebody texted us, so I don't know.
Cuban heard about his situation. Cuban got in his car and went and found him.
Yeah.
Okay. That was my girl Valerie said, "Hey." Oh, so I said again, we're talking about people who are in dark places and they come through the light. So I started talking about Dog the Bounty Hunter and his new fiance. And I guess the people have been saying to him that his wife has only been gone a year. Well, no, she died in 19, so 2 years, right? Coming up on
a year.
A year, and so
2020.
And so his fiance, what is her name? I don't think it's Fanny, but it's something with an S. Franny. I think it's Franny. Franny. It's Franny, Fran, or something to that effect. But anyway, they were saying, is it too early for somebody to find somebody else? And what I like was that Dog was talking this morning because he was on my girl Tamara. You guys know I love Tamara Hall. And so he was on there talking, and he went back and he was talking about how people been in dark places and you lose someone.
Chris said correct. You have to learn how to money manage. For example, when Shaquille O'Neal was with the Lakers, he banked his Lakers check and lived off his endorsement money. Unfortunately, not all of these athletes have disposable income.
Well, I'm gonna answer that question in a minute, but I was talking about Dog. So the fact that he found somebody, and his wife, his fiance now, she lost her husband 6 months, like 6 months, and so people were saying, was it too soon for them to come together? And who's to say what's too soon? And for me, I said when they were telling their story, I can relate to that because I can relate to that because. When Franny was like, wow, she was just like, when her husband died, she was saying, I just felt like I just wanted to give up. Like I didn't want to live. I wanted to go be with him. She said, I just cried every day, on and on and on and on. And I'm just watching it and I'm like, lady, I can relate. And so at the same time, Dog was going through his aches and pains about losing his wife, and he was just saying, he went back to Genesis and started quoting Genesis, the book of Genesis, saying, how when God was talking to Jesus, when God was talking to Adam Adam, he had told Adam that he had made him a mate and to come with him. And so he was saying, he remembered one night just trying to find his way around. He said he felt so lost and confused, and then just all of a sudden, I don't know exactly how him and his fiance found each other. And that's how they found each other. We're going to come back to that and talk more about that, about going through the darkness and coming through the light. So we're just doing some inspirational stuff today too, and we're going to get more into our topics when Dr. Fight comes on. right?
Dr. Fight apparently is giving us a science lesson. I don't know.
Yeah, Dr. Fight has a science